Hello guys, welcome to Programming with Isabel. Today we are going to learn about how we can send mails from Android application without using intent. Let's create a new project, select empty activity and rename it. I'm going to name it as sending mails. Done. Let's wait for the build. Okay, so this is our main activity. In this activity we are going to take three things from user. One is the email ID to which we are going to send our mail, and second one is subject, and the last one is body. So first of all, delete this and change the layout to relative layout. Okay, after that we will add linear layout and set its height and width to wrap content. We will add 3 edit texts and set its width and height to wrap content. ID will be recipient, hint will be enter the recipient mailing ID. Okay, next is text color. Color will be primary dark, that means black. And that's all. Copy it and paste 2 times because we need to add subject and body too. Subject and the next one is body. As you can see, the layout is not appropriate, so let's add some properties here. Orientation will be vertical and center in parent will be true. Also set EMS to 10. Copy and paste. I think 10 will be not enough. 12. Okay, that's great. Let's add button. Text will be submit. ID will be also submit. That's all. Wait, let's add margin top 20 dp. Okay, now let's move to main activity and initialize all these. Okay, as you can see, I have initialized all the edit text and a submit button. Now we are going to use Java Mail API for sending mails. For that we need to add 3 libraries. For libraries we will go here and download these 3 files. I have already downloaded these files, so copy them and paste them in library folder. Okay. After that, we need to add dependencies for these. As you can see, we don't have any dependencies for these libraries. So select all and right click, add as library. Libraries were added successfully. Now we need change back to Android. We need to add some permissions here. First one is internet, and the next one is network state. Now we need to add two Java classes. One is Gmail sender and the other is JSSE provider. Okay, as you can see, I have added some code in JSSE provider. This is the class that we are going to use to set security permissions for SSL protocol. So don't do any changes in this class. You need to make sure that the code is same. Okay, now back to Gmail Center class. Okay, in our Gmail Center class, first of all, I have extended the class with authenticator of Java XMail. Next, I have added some string values. First is mail host, the host that we are going to use to send mails, username, password, and session. Username is the user who is going to send mail. Password is the password of that account. And this is the JSSC provider class initialization, and this is our constructor. In constructor we are passing two parameters, one is user and the second one is password. This is the username and password of the account holder who is going to send mails. Okay, now we need to add some properties to our message, like what protocol we are going to use. We are going to use SMTP protocol. Mail host will be smtp.gmail.com. Port number will be 465, and make sure you have set all these properties. After that, we are going to add session. Session is the context that is going to tell how our application will interact with the Gmail service provider. After that, there is a password authentication method which is going to authenticate that if the password of that Gmail account is valid or not. After password authentication, there is a send mail method in which we are going to send the mail. As you know, first we are creating a new message and also initializing a handler. Now setting the sender, subject and handler to that message, and after that we are checking if the recipient are more than one. If the recipient are more than one, then we are going to use this line of code, but if the recipient is only one, then we are going to use this line. After that, we are going to send message, and if there is an exception, we are going to display log message. Okay, next is byte array data source. We are going to use this class to store our message body into byte data. So implement data source is in it, and these packet methods will be implemented, and make sure to add these lines. this class is also very important, because if you didn't add this class, then handler is not going to work and your message will not be translated into bytecode. So make sure you have each and everything. Okay, all done in Gmail Center class. Now move back to main activity. In main activity, we are going to initialize Gmail Center. Okay, and sender will be new Gmail Center. As you can see, we need to pass two parameters here. So initialize some string values. String user equals to, you need to write the email address of the mailing ID that you are going to use to send mails, and next is password of that email ID. So pass them here. Okay, next we are going to add listener to button. And we are going to add 3 new strings to get values from subject, body and recipient edit text. So SP for subject, BD for body and RP for recipient. We are getting values here. SP equals to subject.getText.toString, getText.toString. This will take the text from edit text of subject and convert it into string. Just copy them and paste. Next is BD, that means body. After that RP, that means recipient. Okay, we have all these 3 values. Next we need to add assignee class so that we can send message. We can't send message here. We need to add assignee class for that. Okay, this is our assignee class. We have extended it with assignee task and initialize progress dialog so that while it is doing background work, progress dialog will display. And this is the sender dot send mail, the method that we write here. This is the method that we are calling, and we need subject, body, sender and recipient. So we have our subject, body, user. User is the user ID that you have to write, and after that recipient, and this will send the message. If there is an exception or error, then it will be print here, and when the message is sent, this will be generated and the toast will pop up saying mail sent. Now we need to call this class here, new. Just copy the name. Sorry, not here. We need to write here, new, copy the name, dot execute. I think that's all we need. Let's try to run. Let's see if we have any mistakes or not. Oh, one more thing we need to do. Just sign into the email account that you are going to use to send mails. Like I'm using this account. Just copy the link from the description and paste it in browser. You will get this page and allow less secure apps or your emails won't be sent. And make sure to write username and password of your mailing ID. I forgot to write, then I'm writing now. Okay, I am done. Let's run the application. Okay, we got our application and the layout is some messy, so just fix this. Now we will send the message body testing. Subject will be subject testing and the mailing ID. Submit. This means it's progressing and the mail sent. If you got this message, then that means you have successfully received the email. That's all. Hope you like the video. If you have any queries, then please ask in comments. Goodbye.